Okay, well now it says I'm streaming. Interesting. Alright, let's go back to YouTube. Look at my videos, including my live stream. Here we go. Add description. Okay, live stream, streaming software. There we go. Alright, well, I'll change it. Got my video details. Okay. Go. No, it's not made for kids. Save those changes. Guess I'll do an upload stream at some point. But it looks like I've got a stream going. I'm streaming, and I'm doing my thing, and I got my game presentation. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let's go here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing a solo RPG, homebrew. It's very simple, very turn-based on a grid. Here's the rules page. Just one page for now. That's how simple it is. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's not a big deal. Gox. I'll monitor myself just for now. Okay, yes. Okay. All right. We'll get back to this battle rule system in a bit. But we're actually seeing the battle space here. And let's start with the first battle after the first situation. Here we are. The land teetered on the brink of darkness. The Dark Lord's undead legions spread terror, razing villages and corrupting the earth. Now, skeletal warbands marched towards the kingdom's borders. If they weren't stopped, thousands would perish. Hela, the barbarian, cracked her knuckles, eager for battle. Firam, the woodland ranger, scouted ahead, tracking the enemy's movements with a keen eye. Mira, a wizard of smoke and wind, murmured incantations, ready to bend the battlefield to her will. Arlen, the steadfast paladin, tightened her grip on her sword, prepared to stand against the tide. At dawn, they rode to Ashen Fields. Their legend was about to begin. All right, let's start the play with Ashen Fields. Ashen Fields has our 4 heroes lining up on the left-hand side. Ashen Fields has skeletons. Mean old gross skeletons. Battling the game. Now you probably remember from the rules that we go in turns. Player characters or player units go first, monster units go second as a group, and each unit moves 2 and then attacks if they can. So we are going to actually start the battle. You can see the stats of my characters on the right hand side. I'm going to roll some dice here because that's just what I do. Where's my dice rolling feature? Right here. Go. See, dice are rolled, and they're very nice. All right, the reason we do roll of the dice is for 2 hit on the player characters. Monsters automatically hit and automatically do 1 point of damage. All right, so let's get started. If I move my 2 here, and then the monsters move here, that's fine. So let's do that. Let's step my team here, and my wizard will hang back 1. That's their player turn, and my wizard has an attack range of 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Okay, important safety tip. Got to be careful about my camera. So 1, 2, 3, which means they can't attack any of the monsters. So the monsters will move. The monsters are very simple. They just move to the closest opponent, and if they can attack, then they shall. All these monsters have a melee range of 1, or an attack range of 1. Though there are some monsters that would have a larger attack range. All right, but not on this battlefield. So here we are doing the battlefield, and it's our player character turn again. There's no reason for my hero here to move to an attack. And it's a character attack, so she rolls. Notice that her 2 hit is 7 to 10, and she doesn't have a critical yet. So we'll roll a die. 8, she hits. That does 1 point of damage, which is enough to kill this evil skeleton. Here's my next hero. You know, my next hero is going to step 2 and go there. And then my archer is going to step 1, which puts her in range of that skeleton. So she's going to roll a die. Oh, 3. That's not going to hit. All right. And then finally, if my wizard steps up 1, 1, 2, 3, my wizard is in range of this skeleton here. So Mira the wizard is going to roll a die. 9. Okay. So Mira hits. All right. And that is all my characters can do this turn. So now it's the skeleton's turn. The skeleton will step here and attack Hella. There is no flanking or stealth or any other kind of rule in this game, so it's very simple. So Hella takes 1 point of damage. Let me mark that. Hella. -1. All right. Hella's -1. Now this skeleton's going to go ahead and step forward and attack my ranger. And again, it's an automatic hit for 1 point. So Fearum, the ranger, who has 6 hit points, now is down 1. Okay, and that is the turn for the monsters. So, what's left? What's left is the characters go again. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Hella over here. Who's just going to go ahead and turn, bash that that skelly. Roll the die, Hella. Oh, 10. She hits. Okay. My character's starting out hot rolls. And once again, I bumped my camera. It's important to adjust that. Okay. Hot rolls, and there's only 1 left. So I'm going to have my archer move back 1 and take the shot. Remember, it's 7 to 10. 8. My team was on fire. And that is it. That is the battle. All right. So let's review. I think Hella killed 2. And yeah, let's gotta take my notes here. Hella killed 2 skeletons and took 1 point of damage. Oh yes. Firum killed a skeleton and also took a point of damage. She has less HP, so it hurt a bit more. And I think my wizard killed one. Mira cast a spell and killed the final skeleton. Alright. They were victorious in the Battle of Ashen Fields. All right, let's take that and go here to my thing. All right. See what we get. Will we get anything? I don't know. Oh, there we go. All right, let's try this. This looks good. Okay. Got my stuff here. Thing. Yeah, I probably should have turned this on when I was doing bookkeeping. And speaking of bookkeeping, I'll adjust my character map or my character set so that it no longer indicates that my heroes are down a health point. However, what I also want to do is upgrade my characters because they upgrade after every fight. And what I'm deciding to do, at least in this battle, is go ahead and give an experience point, actually 2 experience points to each character after each battle. What does that mean? Well, that means that I can apply these points either to the 2-hit roll so that it goes down and gets bigger. In other words, from currently my character for 7 to 10 on a roll would result in a hit, and my characters rolled really well this battle. But I could spend a point to make it 6 to 10, and I could spend another point to make it 5 to 10. And so I could increase the range of the 2-hit for them. Or I could spend those points to do the same list for crit. So if they spent 1 point in critical hits, you can see here the critical hits when you turn off that dice. You can see here my characters have a dash for crits because they don't have any crits. But if I spent 1 point in crit, then they would crit on a 10. And what does crit mean? Well, the text is on the screen. So it's basically, it would be do damage and something else, or double damage in the case of Arlen. And so crits would be, experience points applied to crits would be the same as the 2 hits. The more points you spend on crits, the larger range of successes you have when you roll the die. So, in this case, I am going to give 2 points to Firum, and I'm going to make her a 6 to 10 and a crit of 10. And I'm going to do the same thing for Hella. 6 to 10 and a crit of 10. And then Arlen, I'm just going to give her 2 points to the hit to make that 5, and the same for Mira as well. she's actually super powered already with her 3 range. So instead of 7 to 10, we're doing 5 to 10 because I applied 2 points. So we have applied our points to all of our characters there. All right, and let's go over the action battle as intended. Are we ready? Yeah, right there. Upon the field of ash where death and shadows tread, the warriors stood, their hearts unbowed, their courage spread. With cleaving axe did hell a strike, 2 foes laid low. Yet lone claw raked her side, a fleeting stinging blow. Swift Aram roast her arrow true, 1 fell to dust. But pain bit deep, her body shook, yet stand she must. Then Mira rose, her hands wove fire, the last did burn. And so they stood victorious as dawn's light turned. Lovely. All right, well, let's set up for the second battle. I'm just going to put this here and this here and this here. All right. Lovely. The riverside town of Hollowbrook stood as a crucial trade hub, its wooden walls built to keep out bandits, not the horrors emerging from the depths. At dusk, eerie ripples disturbed the river's surface, and soon grotesque fishmen slithered onto the docks, their webbed claws gripping rusted weapons. Hela readied her axe, unimpressed by the creature's gurgling threats. Firam perched atop a watchtower, arrows knocked, seeking weak points in their slimy hides. Mira summoned thick fog to shroud the defenders, while Arlen called upon her divine light to steal the town's weary militia. As the first horn sounded, the battle began. All right. As I think you heard, there's some evil fishmen causing trouble. Here's a fishman. Here's another fishman. Here's another fishman. We need more than that. There we go. Here's another fishman. Am I out of fishmen? I think I might be. Wait. That's kind of an ogreish kind of a fishman. Go. Done. These characters essentially will do the same thing. Okay. That's what my heroes will do. And now the monsters will step forward. 1, 2. Fishmen, roly-poly fishmen. Okay, some of these aren't actually fishmen, but most of them are, and they're essentially fishmen. They're all move to hit 1 characters. All right, so if I step forward, I get hit, and I do the thing. I think I'm gonna play a little defense here. I've got it. And there's no reason why not. Okay. Playing defensive here, even though that means the monsters get first strike. All right. So So let's go ahead and step this guy forward. And Hella gets a hit. Hit points -1. All right. This fishman steps forward. And Arlen gets a hit. Of course, there are tanks, so it's not so bad. Let me make a note of this. The heroes got into a defensive formation, facing 7 fishmen. Okay. Rushed Hella and Arlen. Drawing first blood on both. Okay. Let's move the rest of our monsters up. Okay. There we go. All right, now it's our character's turn. Now these monsters are all going to come around. Let's hope it all goes fairly well and I don't think there's going to be any real, there's not going to be any chance for real flanking in this situation. So, okay, Hella, let's do our attack. Hella attack. That's 10. It definitely hits. She has 6 to 10 now to hit. So this monster is now dead. This fishman. All right, Arlen, take swing. Ooh, 5. Can Arlen do it? Yes, Arlen actually has no crit, but a larger range of 2 hits. So, hey, 5 hits. So this fish person goes down. No, it's a fish man. Dirty, dirty fish man are also rather sexist in their fishman ways. So, all right. And that's good. And now I've got Arlen, who has a range of 2 and cannot actually hit anybody from her current position because they're 3 away. And similarly, my wizard can't hit anybody because they're 3 away. But she could step to one side or the other and hit. So that's what's going to happen. She's going to step here. 1, 2, 3. So she can hit. Mira needs a 5 to 10. So here we go. Oh, 6. That's enough. All right. Okay, so guy goes away. Fishy, fishy, fish man. And now, I think that's it. I think that's what everybody does this turn. So let me stop here. Hella and Arlen. Each killed their attackers. Mira stepped out to cast a spell to kill another. All right. So now, what are these monsters doing here? All right. Well, let's roll them up. First off, obviously, this fishman steps forward to attack Hella and does 1 point. Hella -2. Hella took another blow. Not hello, hella. Okay. That was that fish man. This fish man's going to step to the right and attack Arlen. So Arlen's -2. And then this fishman will step here. And then this fishman will go 1, 2, because it's kind of sneaky. Oh, we're not seeing the right thing. Good game. This fishman snuck out. You can see him sneaking out. All right. So that is that complete battle turn, and it's time for my team to do more work. Let's start with Hella, who will attack the fishman in front of her. Let's roll that dice, Hella. You need 6 to 10. Oh, almost a critical hit. So that's an 8. That hits and kills. Excellent. All right. So what are we looking at here? Let's go ahead and have Arlen chop the enemy in front of her. Roll that die, Arlen. Oh, 3. That doesn't do it. Okay, she doesn't actually get the hit. First failure in a while. So, okay, so, did I say, yeah. So, Therum, my mistake, is 2 away from either of these two guys. So go ahead and shoot this guy here. Roll that die, Therum. 6 to 10. 8, that does it. Okay. That fish guy is out. And what's left is my wizard. Now if my wizard, yeah. If Mira here steps 1, then 1, 2, 3, she's in range, and the monster can't get her the next turn. So she'll move here and do that long range spell. So it was Therum's arrow missed. All right, and then we're going to roll a die for Mira. 8. Okay. That was perfectly workable. Spell killed another fishman. All right, and now everybody's done, and it's time for this fishman to move. He's kind of stupid. He moves. So let's do the standard thing, okay? Arlen, come over here and try to finish the job. Arlen, okay. Arlen did a critical roll, if I'm not mistaken. No, Arlen doesn't have a critical roll, so it's just a normal hit, which of course is enough to kill this this fishman. All right, I'm keeping track of what's going on here. Arlen off the final fishman. All right. Okay. I'm going to go back here to this while I cook up the next song. All right, well, let's try that. Okay. All right. That's how we end it. Let's do our battle recap. The fisherman struck with clouds of bites and swift attack. Brave Hela reeled and Arlen too, but held them back. With roaring steel their foes were felled by axe and blade. As Mira's magic burned, the next dark waters swayed. Yet Hela groaned another wound upon her side, and Arlen bled as flashing talons cut her wide. Firum's keen arrow veered as mark was lost to sea, till Arlen's sword struck through the last fell to its knee. Excellent. All right, it looks like we've been streaming for over 30 minutes. And that's basically what I intended to do for this particular stream. It's another experiment, of course, to see how far I've gotten and to see how far I have to go in terms of this particular piece of content. I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you participating. Any feedback is welcome. And just leads me to throw up my attributions page, because I got some music and I got some picks, and I want to make sure that this stuff is properly documented as coming from the correct places. Again, I really appreciate your attention to this experiment. Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to do this again. Thanks. Bye-bye.